And welcome back. Rising Ground is a leading not-for-profit human services organization providing children, adults, and families with the resources and skills needed to help them rise above poverty and also positively direct their lives. Each year, Rising Ground works to ensure holidays are joyous and cheerful for thousands of youth and children as they support across the 55 programs that they have. We're pleased to be joined today and sharing more details as the Executive Vice President of Institutional Advancement at Rising Ground. We've got Aldervan Daly, and thank you so much for being with us, Aldervan.
Thank you so much for having us. We really appreciate it.
It's an exciting time of the year because the holidays are here, but I do know that for so many people, this time of year is a challenging time, particularly to put food on the table, economic insecurities, having the basic necessities, and Rising Ground is really rising to the challenge of helping these families out.
We do our best. We work with over 25,000 families a year and 10,000 families on any daily basis. We have extensive programs throughout all five boroughs, but especially in the Bronx. And we're very excited this year to be launching our holiday drive. We're hoping to help about 10,000 families, children, and adults provide their holiday for them. It's an important part of what we do.
And an important part of really everybody's holidays being able to eat and celebrate and be together. And so I know that during this time, you've also been able to help out about 5,000 children and families through your gift drive. Talk to us first. Let's go back to Thanksgiving. How can we go about assisting during this Thanksgiving season?
Well, for Thanksgiving, our FRC, which is our in the Soundview section of the Bronx, is having a holiday uh, collection for food and non-perishables that we'll be handing back out to our families. And what's good about this is that it's not just for the holiday season, which is why we emphasize the non-perishables, because we have families that come to us all throughout the year with needs, and this is one of the times of year that we really collect the supplies that we'll need throughout the year. It's a great program, and the easiest way to help us would be to contact us through our website, and which is www.risingground.org, and then you can connect with someone on staff, and they can point you in the right direction.
When you talk about public participation, being able to help out, talk to us about how it's been down through the years. I mean, obviously, you get a lot of partnership from the public and helping you to do what you do.
Well, we are 191 years old. I mean, we look pretty good considering our age. We were started in 1831 as an orphanage, and we've been helping children and families ever since then. But the thing about Rising Ground is, and you mentioned it earlier, it's about creating that positive path to change. But we're an evidence-based driven organization that really works with everything from foster care, preventative services, interpersonal violence, uh, uh, undocumented immigrant children, to working with families who are in need of having a touch point to get other services throughout the community, whether we provide them or not.
And so, fundraising opportunities. Obviously, there are a lot that
Yes.
are out there for that you can really people can tap into. But talk about the fundraising opportunities and some of the needs that you're having, because even though you're doing some great work, we do know that we're in the middle of this economic instability, and sometimes the giving on the part of those who are donors. Can wane off a little bit. So, how are you making out? I guess the good question is,
Well,
and how you make it, and speak to that.
we are we're holding our own for the time being, but this is very early in the season. We typically start the Thanksgiving drive is going well. We will start the holiday drive in the next few weeks to collect toys and gift cards, especially gift cards for our families and children. Um, we made it through the pandemic pretty well. It's harder for a human services organization where people don't literally see us handing out food or handing out housing, although those are the very things that we do. They don't always think of us first. But we've been very lucky, and we have some dedicated donors and are looking to increase those this year so that we can help even more families and children.
You know, one of the things that I was looking at some of our notes here, and it says that sometimes a gift from Rising Ground is the only holiday gift that sometimes a person will receive.
Yes, and that's one of the reasons that we emphasize through our holiday drive the gift cards is because it allows a family to go into a store or go online and purchase what they would like to have for their child or what the child needs. Um, People are wonderful and incredibly generous to Rising Ground over the years, but a lot of times we'll get a tremendous number of toys for the little ones and not enough things for the teens and the older kids. And we found over the last couple of years that if Rising Ground provides gift cards, then that's really a great way for the young people to have a holiday experience.
And so $25 gift cards are what you're asking people to give, and $25 can go a long way, huh?
It can go a long way, especially this time of year. What we do is you have two ways of doing it. You can go to our website and you can either go to our Amazon wish list and you can purchase directly from Amazon, or you can make a donation to Rising Ground from that same page, and it sort of tells you if you do $100, that's four gift cards, and how we will then spend that money.
So that Amazon wish list can really help somebody out.
Our Amazon driver really brings it in during the holiday season if we're lucky.
Yeah. So for yourself, talk to me about this feeling of what it means for you personally, knowing that you're putting smiles and really being that bridge for so many people who don't have during this time of year.
Right. Well, this is the work that we do at Rising Ground touches me in many ways. The main one is, and you can see over my shoulder, there's a bunch of pictures of a little kid who's not so little anymore. We adopted him through Children's Services. So I know that we were foster parents. So I know what foster parents go through. I know the challenges that they have. I know the challenges that the parents have. I see it every day here in our offices. And I know that the gifts that we provide and the work that Rising Ground does every day, whether it's with a foster family or the parents or in preventative services so that children don't wind up in foster care, makes a huge difference in the lives of all of these children and families. And it's work that has to be done, and really only an organization like Rising Ground can really get in there and do it as well.
Yeah. Aldervan Daly, I want to thank you so much for being with us. I think the Rising Ground is doing a tremendous job of really helping families out, and I hope that you get more in terms of the donations and volunteers to be able to get you to where you need to go. Thanks for the work that you do.
Well, thank you so much, and we appreciate everything you're doing for us.
Hey, we try, we try. All righty. Well, we want to let you know if you want more information, don't hesitate to visit the website at risingground.org, or you can follow them on social media at Rising Ground NY. We encourage you don't go anywhere. We're going to be back with more Open right after this.